Hi there. I am so stoked to be a part of this Black Women's Training Bureau. It is a project that's close to my heart. When I first heard about it, I said, something I need to be a part of. Because I know my struggles, and I know these struggles are real for us as women entrepreneurs, as women getting into business, any kind of business. And so I am here willing to share, eager to share with you and to learn from the other powerful women in this tribe. I thank you all so much for welcoming me, and I am Cheryl Diane. I am from Trinidad and Tobago, so I hope my accent doesn't throw you off too much, but no. Hi there. I am so stoked to be a part of this inaugural tribe of the Black Women Startup Bureau. It's a project that's close to my heart because I know the struggles I've encountered as an entrepreneur who's been long-standing for many, many years, and the struggle is still here. It's very, very, very real for us, for me, for us. So it is something I can relate to in real time. I am stoked to be a part of this group of women, and I am thankful for the welcome that I've received from all of you. I am here willing to impart my knowledge and to learn from everybody in this tribe. So here I am. I'm Cheryl Diane Sewing, and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. How do you want to be perceived? My topic is personal branding, and personal branding encompasses a whole other things. Your branding of your business, your branding of yourself, the way you package yourself, as we call it in the image consultancy thing, the way you present yourself. Because I'll tell you what, if I count to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you have already decided in that 7 seconds who you think that I am. The initial impression is 55% of how you perceive me. The vocal, the tone of my voice, 38%. And my visual, 7%. So it is something we have to pay attention to. It is a very real thing. It's been proven scientifically. So personal branding is something we have to really be careful about. How do you want to be perceived? Who do you want your customers, your clients to think that you are? And that is where, I was taught from early o'clock that you begin with the end result in mind. So you're starting a business, whether it be coaching or service industry or a product that you're selling, what is the end result that you're looking for? And of course, all of us will say that we expected it to be an excellent outcome, profitable for us, and everything else that goes along with it. So, how do we prepare for that? First, we have to be knowledgeable about our product. We have to be certain about what we're doing. We have to work on our confidence. It's the best thing you can wear, your confidence. Because people sell stuff just by their confidence. Just by, some people can really talk. And they can sell you anything just by the way they articulate. Your articulation, the way you carry yourself. And a big part is your presentation. Because before anybody gets to that part of anything, they see you first. So you have to present yourself in a way where people see you as credible, see you as someone I want to look at and listen to. And this is important because, on a daily basis, I listen to Facebook Lives, and a lot of good information comes out of it sometimes. But sometimes some people show up looking very, very strange camera angles, hair not combed properly, this was something kind of ad hoc kind of a something. And it is very distracting because the eyes see and the brain comes up with an idea. It is one of the times in life when this old adage of not judging book by its cover is not true. You are judged by what people see. You are judged by your external appearance, because you don't know me, I don't know you. And the first thing that happens is that you see me. And when that visual has to be an attraction in that way, that you will want to hear what I have to say. Got that? Yes. We have to look at all aspects of our thing. Like I said, your articulation, your knowledge of your business and your product, the presentation of your space, where you're operating out of your office space. If it's an office where you do coaching, you have to make sure that that environment is friendly to people walking in. If you have someone receiving them at the front, make sure that person looks the part, smells the part, speaks the part, articulates, in every way. That person represents what you want to project, what you are projecting, what you're promoting in your business. When they come in to see you, your whole manner has to be in a way that they could really relate to you. Yes? The other thing is your attitude. Attitude is a whole huge topic on its own. People think they can hide their attitude, but you can't. A lot of what happens to people comes from their attitude. Attitude is okay. I am coming to talk to you. What is my mindset? It comes from within. What am I thinking when I'm coming to talk to you? Am I just coming to just blow hot air, or am I coming to really impart and impact some of my knowledge to you? And you could tell, you can feel whether I'm authentic or not. So that attitude and that authenticity comes from within, and persons can feel it. It's a natural, real energy. So we have to always work on that. Make sure that our minds is in the right place when we are going to do what we are going to do. Make sure that we're coming to this project with the right attitude, the right manner. And then we're going to talk about how you present yourself. This is a whole topic that we'll go into in our second session. I always tell ladies, don't follow trends. Don't just walk into a store and buy something because it's trending. We have to understand who we are. We have to know who we are. We have to be authentic. My brand is not your brand. So, because this is in vogue right now, in style and fashion, I don't know how you all say it. This is what's trending right now. I have to find myself in it. Is it suitable to me, my personality? Is it suitable to my business? Is it suitable for who I want to project myself as? Is it going to be something that's going to promote me? Are you going to approach me at a meeting or in the mall or anywhere and think that I am who I am by the way I present myself? So we have to look at everything. We have to look at our social media promotions, our social media, who we follow on social media, the things that they post that come across our page feeds. Our digital footprint is really huge. It's larger than life right now. So what you put on your pages is an integral part of your business. Some tend to argue and say that is your personal life. It is not. Your life is your life. Your life is one life. I know you have a personal part and a business side, but your life is your life. And in a time like this, when I could just pull up your name because you sent me a friend request, go into your Facebook or your Instagram and look at your feed to see whether I want to accept your request or not. That's important. People who are coming to work with you search your social media. They look to see what you're up to, what you talk about on a daily basis, how you interact with others. That is huge. It is huge. We need to be careful what we say, how we dress, the pictures we put up on social media. And this is not just a young person. This is not a millennial thing. I've seen mature women say and do foolish things that is really an awful thing. We recently had something happen here in Trinidad, and I'm sure you can relate it in the United States. One of our cable companies, a customer called in, and she, when they answer the phone, when the phone is answered, this recording always comes on that your call may be recorded, blah blah blah, right? And apparently she didn't take heed to that. She probably felt it's just something that comes on each time you make a phone call. And she had a whole lot of racial slurs going on. And our tiny little black Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, she had a ton of racial slurs about not wanting to see certain people on television and that kind of thing, right? And she went into name calling and all of that. It was recording, and of course it ended up on social media and caused a whole brouhaha. It was all over the news. And I mean, she had to end up calling in and trying to apologize after she said something that I think came from her heart. This is how she felt. And that's how dangerous it is. And that's how important it is that we also know that every time we open our mouth to speak, whether it's on the phone, whether it's wherever it is we are doing our stuff, that a digital footprint is important. Be careful what you say, how you show up. Be careful. We have some brands that we could look at, and I would say, okay, let's look at Steve Harvey. He's a man, right? So he's not a woman, and we're talking to women here, but let's look at him. I followed him way back in the days of his comedic days, his little television show and that kind of a thing. And he was always someone who, to me, had a finished look. I may not have liked his yellow suit and his really wide pants, but it was neat. His hair was, that flat top thing was really put together. He always has a finished top to toe look. And that is something I tell people we need to always try to achieve, that finished look. Now, you may be wearing a beautiful outfit, and it may fit you well, and everything is, I hope, everything is all put together. But the hair is not right, or the shoes are not right. My teachers always told us, when they said nose to toes, but I think they mean the crown of your head to the sole of your feet. Everything has to be in order because people notice, they see you. You know, that old thing about judge not so you may see, that's a biblical thing. I think that goes into a different vein about judging a person in a different way. But people see you, like I said earlier, and I will repeat it over and over again throughout our sessions, and they judge you based on what they see. Steve Harvey is a good example of a person who has kept it real over the years. He's never wavered, even in his most casual sense, from that head to toe finished look. We could always look at him and expect to see him looking put together, like a thought was put into how he was coming out on that day, how he was putting himself out on that day. We have other persons like maybe Whoopi Goldberg, who has created her own look, her own signature look, with her fancy shoes and sneakers and her long coats and her big shirts, and that's her look with her locks. When you see somebody dressed like that, you know that's Whoopi. Whoopi's a comedian. It augurs well for her type of industry. Augurs well for her being on a talk show with other women who are dressed differently to her. She has made her mark. Before she got there, she had made her mark in her area. She had already made her mark. And of course, I always have to talk about one of my favorite women in the whole wide world, Michelle Obama. That lady knows how to dress for her figure type. Every time I see her, I say, wow. Because she never, for me, I'm biased, she never gets it wrong. She's always on point. Because the thing is, most women with her figure type, with those wide hips, tend to always go for the tight dresses to show off their assets. She knows to go for the A-line skirts and the fuller dresses that would not make her look vulgar, because after all, she's a first lady, but will just enhance all of her assets in the right way. This is a woman who whether she did it herself or had a stylist work with her, knows how to dress herself, knows what is best suited for her. We could also look at Oprah Winfrey, who's made a mark for herself with her hairstyles. That ponytail or some of that shaggy hair. That's an Oprah look. You can look at Oprah, you can look at anybody and say, that's an Oprah look. Yes. She never gets it wrong. Those glasses frames. She knows exactly how to put herself out. Her people, I always say, when I had straightened hair, that if I could pay Oprah's hairdresser, I'll be one of his clients, his or her clients. I'm not sure if it's a male or female. I think it's a man, right? I admire the way she, her hair is always put together. She doesn't miss a beat. We can look at the evolution of Iyanla Vanzant. Remember her her early days on television on Oprah show to what she looks like now. We see the transition. Someone has worked with her on her look. She also has a look. She has a look. She has a signature look. That's her. When you see her, she's on point always, right? She's become believable. Even someone like me who, not such a huge fan, if I'm to be honest. But I listen to her sometimes because she's now made up. She's made her way. She's made her presence felt. That's what I'm trying to say. She's made her presence felt. And I could go on and on with many, many, many different examples of women and some men on television, right? Recently had that documentary on HBO with that young woman who conned America with her blood testing thing. She obviously had something right. Not patting her on the back for what she did, but I'm saying that she had to have done something right to get all of those richest men in America to invest in her like that. And I understand she recently got engaged. She has something that she could turn around and package and sell to others. How to be believable, how to get others to look at you in a positive light, how you can get others to invest in you. She has something. And we all have to find our something. There's a way to do it. We have to take the steps to do it. Like I said, we have to learn, understand our industry. Think about what end results we want to have in our businesses and in our lives. Think about where we want to go. Think about how we want people to perceive us. Think about what we want people to think about us. Think about how we want to be approached. Then, after we have done that, we have to work on our confidence. We have to be sure. Walk with our shoulders high. Be certain of who we are and where we are heading. We have to be certain. And then we have to work on that look. Then we have to now create a look. Maybe with some help around where we are heading, our industry, our personality type, our likes, dislikes. We have to now create our signature looks. We have to now create that around us. So every time you see me or you see one of you look at yourself in the mirror, you see who you want to be and you see how people see you. And I tell people, some people say that selfies are a vain thing. Let me tell you something. Do your selfies, not for posting, but for your own self. Do your selfies. Look at yourself and see how people see you. Be objective. Ask your close friends. So you're not going to post them on social media, but ask your close friends, what do you think of me? If I say I'm a life coach, do I look like that confident person that's coming to teach you life skills? If I say I'm a finance coach, is my business successful? Am I living what I'm teaching? If I'm an image consultant, do I present well in front of you? You have to ask yourself these questions. It is real, it is right, it is what it is. Yes. So, our next session, in our next training video, we are going to go into different types of style, and that's where you need to get your pen and paper because we're going to go to the different types of style. So you can determine for yourself within that realm where you think you fit in and begin to organize your wardrobe around who you are, right? I am not the life coach. I am not the finance coach. We have that in here. So I am going to deal with that kind of image, how you appear on the outside, so that when people judge this book by that cover, they'll be correct and they'll be on point. So we're going to deal with that in depth in the next session. So prepare with your pen and paper to come out and write your notes down and be able to sit and self-assess, because we're doing this online. So you'll have to do some self-assessments, and if you need to go find somebody to help you, fine, but do some self-assessment in this area. So you're going to go through that as well, on the next thing. And then the following session, the third session, we will do the power of color. That thing called color, the colors you wear on your skin, your undertone, really important. So we're going to talk about it as well. So ladies, this is it for now. I am so happy to have been here with you today. I hope that what I imparted to you made an impact. Yes, let us form a relationship. Let us get together. Let's do some work together. I thank you for your time, and I wish you all a great day. See you on the next session.